Hello and welcome to today's how-to all about how to relieve the neck and shoulders. I'm really looking forward to sharing this one with you because I love stretching and we are definitely going to be doing some of that through this whole area. Now, if you're like me and after spending lots of time at the computer or lifting and carrying a lot of things, or even after a hard workout, or just from the stress of daily life, if you find that tension and tightness creep into the neck and shoulders, then you are going to love this how-to. In addition to stretching, we're going to do some breath work so that the relaxation process can go really deep. And we're going to strengthen the muscles through the middle back, because when they're strong and connected, the whole upper body can be more supported and relax so much more. Now, all of the exercises that I'm going to be sharing with you today should be safe and accessible for almost everybody. I've taught these exercises to thousands of people over my 30 years of teaching, so I'm really happy to share my expertise in this area with you. However, as always, I want to remind you to listen to your body as we move through these exercises, to take care of your specific needs, and to feel free to make any modifications that feel right for you at any time. So with that said, let's get started. All right, so this first segment is going to be all about releasing tension through the neck and the shoulders using the breath and stretching. And it's going to be done sitting. So I invite you to come to sitting up onto a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Or if you're sitting on the floor like I am, it's best if you can sit up on folded up blankets or a pillow. I'm actually sitting up on 2 yoga blocks so that your hips are above your knees and the spine can easily be upright. And just know that either position on a chair or on the floor is equally beneficial. And this very first part is going to be using the breath only to release excess tension. And so I hope that you're pleasantly surprised about how powerful and effective it is. And so I'll get you to come into your best sitting posture. If you can imagine that you have a string on the crown of your head and it's gently lengthening you up, and your body is hanging down from the string. So your spine can be long, but also relaxed, feeling the weight of the shoulder blades, the arms and the hands, and feeling the weight of the hips and the pelvis and the legs, allowing them to relax into the ground. And then if you can either close your eyes to help bring your focus inside the body, or you can soften your gaze so that your focus can again be inside the body. And first we'll just bring our awareness to the breath. And if you can focus on the breath right at the nostrils, the feeling of the breath coming in through the nostrils and out. Breathing slowly and deeply in and out. And it can be helpful to count the breath to help slow it down. Breathing in for 4 and breathing out for 4, or even making your exhale a little bit longer, breathing out for 6 or 8. Just finding a rhythm that feels comfortable for you. And as you're breathing here, if you can feel that on the inhale, we're creating space and openness and aliveness. And as we're breathing out, we're relaxing into that space, softening, letting go. Inhaling spaciousness, openness, and exhaling relaxation, softening, letting go. And just keeping your awareness to the breath. And if you can also guide your attention to the forehead, spreading it out as you breathe in and softening, relaxing the forehead as you're breathing out. and to all the little muscles around the eyes. Breathing in, becoming aware of all these little muscles. And breathing out, softening and relaxing them. And to the jaw and the throat. Breathing in, spaciousness, awareness, aliveness. And breathing out, relaxing the jaw, the throat, really from the inside out. And across the collarbones in the front, the shoulder blades in the back, and wide to the shoulders, breathing in spaciousness, awareness. Breathing out, relaxing. Feeling all the spaces between the muscles and the bones of the shoulders and the collarbones. And breathing out, relaxing into these spaces. Breathing into the arms, into all the muscles and bones here. And breathing out, softening and relaxing, feeling the weight of the elbows, the wrists, the hands and the fingers. Breathing into the 3 dimensions of the chest. Breathing into the front of the chest, the sides of the ribs, the back of the ribs. Breathing out, softening and relaxing. Filling yourself up through the chest from the inside out. And breathing out, softening, letting go from the inside out. And through the belly and the hips and the pelvis, breathing in, filling everything up with space and aliveness. And breathing out, softening and relaxing. Feeling the breath travel around the hips and the tailbone. And breathing out, softening and relaxing even deeper into your seat. And breathing into the legs, filling them up, all the spaces between the muscles and the bones. And breathing out, relaxing all of those spaces, all the way down to the feet and the toes. And through the whole body, breathing in spaciousness, aliveness. Breathing out, softening, relaxing into the present moment. Letting go of unnecessary tension. Staying with the breath, if you can lift the chest just slightly and curl the chin in, bowing the head down. And we'll stay here and breathe into the back of the neck and shoulders, stretching here. And so as you breathe in, again, expand through this area, creating more space, more aliveness. And breathing out, softening, spreading out, relaxing through the back of the neck and shoulders. And just staying with the breath here. The chin is curled in. And breathing out, the shoulders are heavy and relaxed. Just imagining through the back of the neck that it's curving like a rainbow. Breathing into the back of the neck, creating lots of space. And breathing out, relaxing into that space. And just keeping the chin curled in, slowly roll your head up one vertebra at a time. back to vertical. And if your eyes have been closed, you can let them open. And then we'll reach the right arm down, and it can either just hang down. You can hold underneath your chair if you're sitting on a chair, or you can turn the hand in and sit onto your hand just really gently into your right sitting bone. And then bringing your chin in with the spine long, tilt the head over to the left. And then just staying here, and we're breathing into the whole right side of the neck, really visualizing it curving over like a rainbow. And so breathing in, expanding through the right side of the neck, creating space here. And breathing out, softening the neck, letting the shoulder blade melt down your back. Breathing in, more aliveness, more openness. Breathing out, softening, letting go. We're just going to add a small movement. If you can inhale and just turn your nose just slightly up towards the right. And exhaling, turning your nose just slightly down towards the left shoulder. And continue that way. Inhaling up to the right. And exhaling down to the left. And just continue that way. You can keep this motion really small. You can go really slow. And just letting the movement help you feel your body more from the inside. So the feeling of the body is more important than the movement. And just taking one more breath here. Inhaling, lengthening up just in your comfort zone, exploring, and exhaling down. And then just curl the chin down towards the chest and slowly roll it up. And if you can take your hand out, if you're sitting on it, and we'll go to the other side. And so you can let your left arm hang down. It can hold underneath the chair, or you can turn your hand in and you can sit on it. And so lengthening the spine up, bring your chin in, tilt your head over to the right, and then just staying here. Curving the spine, the left side of the neck like a rainbow. Breathing in, expanding, creating space here. And breathing out, relaxing, letting the left shoulder melt down your back. Breathing in, opening up, creating more space through the left side of the neck. And breathing out, softening, relaxing. And then just adding that small movement. So as you breathe in, you're turning your nose just slightly up to the left. And breathing out, turning your nose down towards the right shoulder. And just moving your comfort zone. Breathing in as you're rotating up to the left. Breathing out as you're going down to the right. Or feel free to go slow, feel free to hold in any positions that feel good for you. Using the movement as a way to feel your body from the inside, to explore. And we'll just take one more breath here. Breathing in and out. And then just curl your chin down towards your chest. And keeping your chin in, roll it up. And if you can take your hand out if you're sitting on it. And if you are sitting cross-legged like I am, if you can switch which leg is in front. Okay, so now we'll turn the right arm out and up. We're going to bring it up and over and stretch over to the left here. Now your right hand is going to be on top of the head by the ear or behind the head. And let your left hand really support you on the chair or the floor. Your shoulders are down, your left elbow is bent, and you want to keep weight into your right hip. So again, you're curving the spine like a rainbow. And then breathing in to the whole right side through your hip, your waist, your ribs, your armpit, and your elbow. And breathing out as you're relaxing into it. And again, breathing in, creating more space here. And breathing out, softening into that space. Now we're going to do the same movement that we did in the last exercise. So breathing in, turning your chest just slightly up towards the right. And breathing out, turning your chest just slightly down towards the left leg. And continue. Breathing in, turning your chest up to the right. And breathing out, turning your chest down towards the left. And continue here. Feel free to make this motion really small. Just work in your comfort zone. Feel free to hold in any spot that feels good for you. Again, we're using the movement to feel the body from the inside. Right? We're exploring. Just taking one more breath here. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Curve forward. And then keeping your chin in, roll back up, and we'll go to the other side. And so turning your left arm out, stretching up and over to the side, resting your left hand on top of the head by your ear or behind your head, and having your shoulders down. So letting your right elbow really bend. Keep weight into your left hip so your spine is curving like a rainbow. And then breathing into the whole left side, to the hip, the waist, the ribs, the armpit, the elbow. Breathing out, softening and relaxing. Breathing in more space, more aliveness. And breathing out, relaxing. And just gently turning the chest now. Inhaling, turning the chest up towards the left. Breathing out, turning your chest down towards the right. And just continue. And you want to focus on turning your chest up rather than just moving the arm or your head. So it can be really helpful to imagine that you have an eye on the chest and you're turning that. And the head and the arm will move, but they're going because they're attached to your chest. And just taking one more breath here. Inhaling, rotating up, opening up. Breathing out, curving down, and then staying down, just curve forward in the middle. And staying here, if you can either let your hands rest onto the floor or onto your legs, or if you can bring your hands together in the prayer position. Bring the forearms close together and keeping your shoulders down. You're trying to bring your elbows as close together as you can, and you're rounding the spine like an angry cat. And we're stretching the muscles right in between the shoulder blades. So breathe into the muscles right in between the shoulder blades. And breathe out. Relax the chest. Let the head curl in. Draw the navel in. And really press the forearms and the palms together. Inhaling, widen the back. Exhaling, relax the chest. Curl the head in. Draw the navel in. Arms in. One more breath here. Expanding. And exhaling, softening. And then release the arms, roll back up. And if you can open the arms out, so palms are up to the ceiling, elbows are in by your sides, and just staying in here, lift the chest, really widen the collarbones open, and then curl the head down towards the chest. And we'll just stay here. So as you breathe in, widen open across the collarbones. And as you breathe out, feel the shoulder blades draw together and just slightly down, letting them melt down your back. Breathing in, open the chest, widen the collarbones. Breathing out, feel the weight of the shoulder blades and the weight of the elbows. For one more breath. Breathing in, lifting and opening the chest. And breathing out, relaxing the shoulder blades down, elbows down. And just keeping the chest lifted, let the head float up. Bring the arms up into goalpost position or cactus arms. And staying here, if you can send the elbows back, opening the chest. And as you breathe out, send the shoulder blades down your back. So you're breathing in, you're opening up across the chest and the shoulders, and breathing out, relaxing the shoulder blades down. And you can keep the arms here in the goalpost position, or if it feels better, you can let the forearms relax down and focus mainly on the elbows, reaching back. Either is fine. And just taking one more breath here, opening across the chest, reaching up through the crown of the head, and breathing out, melting the shoulder blades down your back. And then just keep this posture through your torso, through the head, and let the arms relax. And see if you can keep a sense of this posture where your spine is long, the collarbones are open wide, the head is floating up on top, the shoulder blades are relaxed down your back. And seeing if you can get a sense of this posture, breathe into it so that it's something that you could tune into at different points in your day. If you notice that your neck and shoulders are feeling tight, that you could bring yourself into this posture, opening up, but also relaxing down. Let's just take one more breath here. Fantastic. Okay, so now that we've stretched some of the muscles that are most commonly tight through the neck and the shoulders, we're going to strengthen the muscles that are most commonly weak. And these are the muscles right at the bottom tips of the shoulder blades in the middle back. If we've been rounded forward at our phone or at our computer through the day, these muscles are overstretching and they're straining through the load. And the muscles in the front of the chest are tight and short. And so we need to bring more balance to this area by opening up across the chest and by strengthening the muscles at the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. Now, initially, when we're doing these strengthening exercises, these muscles might still feel sore, but it's a good sore, like from a good workout. Okay, so I encourage you to stick with it because over the long term, not only are we going to bring more balance and better alignment through our whole upper body, but when the middle back is strong, the muscles through the neck and the shoulders don't need to work so much. And so they're less tight over the long run. Okay, now we're going to be doing this on our stomach. And so I describe in much more detail how to be on your stomach safely so that it's not straining through your lower back in the how to back bend video. So I'll make sure that there's a link to that in the description. But for the moment, I'll just quickly say here that when you're on your stomach, you want to have the pelvis in a slight tilt. Okay, you're lifting the abdominals up away from the floor. You're slightly pressing the pubic bone down towards the floor, and you're lengthening the tailbone towards the heels. And then we're never going to be bending through the lower back. Okay, we're going to try to keep that long and stable. We're not going to be arcing through the neck either. We're only bending the spine in the very last exercise, and it's going to be right at the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. And it's going to be small because this part of the spine doesn't like to bend so much, so it's going to be really limited, and that's okay. Okay, start off with your arms down by your sides. Have the head just floating off the floor, eyes to the floor. Again, just checking in that you're lifting the navel up away from the floor and lengthening the tailbone away. And as you breathe in, we're going to lift just the shoulders and the arms and squeeze an imaginary beach ball with your hands. Now, it's not about the beach ball. It's about opening your collarbones and squeezing the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together and down, and then exhaling to relax. And we'll just continue there. Inhaling as you lift the shoulders and the arms, squeezing the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together and down, and relax. And again, inhale, lift and squeeze. Try to feel these muscles right at the bottom tips of the shoulder blades, and relax. And continue. Widening the collarbones, squeezing your imaginary beach ball, and exhaling to relax. And two more. Inhale, lift and squeeze. You're keeping the neck long, eyes to the floor.
exhale, relax. And this time, lift and squeeze and hold. And we'll do little pulses, pressing into your beach ball, breathing slowly as you do these pulses. And again, focusing not on the beach ball, but on widening your collarbones open and feeling the muscles at the bottom tips of your shoulder blades squeeze together and down. Okay, this whole area, we don't have a lot of sensitivity here, so it can require a lot of focus right at the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. And just doing your last one here, and relax. Then bring the arms out into the goalpost or the cactus arm position where the elbows are out at shoulder height. You want to draw your shoulders down and reach out through your elbows. And again, you're keeping the eyes to the floor, you're keeping the navel in, and we're doing the same thing. Inhaling as you lift the arms and exhaling to lower. And it's really small. We're lifting and we're trying to, again, squeeze the bottom tips of the shoulder blades together and down and exhale to lower. So we're not lifting the back and we're not lifting the head any higher than it is. We're just lifting the arms. Inhale, lift and squeeze the bottom tips of the shoulder blades together and down and relax. Now, as you're doing this, try to lift your hands and your elbows the same amount. So you're not lifting the elbows higher than the hands, which can roll the shoulders forward. Try to have the hands and the elbows lift the same amount. And again, it might be really small and that's just fine. Inhale, lift and squeeze and lower. And we'll do 2 more. And trying to feel those muscles at the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. And that can be a tricky area to feel. So really bringing your body awareness there. And this last exercise will lift and hold. Now we are going to bend the spine just at the bottom tips of the shoulder blades. So as you breathe in, pull the elbows into the sides, lift the chest, keeping the neck long so you're still looking to the floor. And then exhale, lower to a hover position, bringing the arms overhead into a diamond shape. Okay, inhale, elbows in, lift and squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Exhaling, lowering down to hover, and continue. Inhale, lift and squeeze. Remember, keep it small, and exhaling to lower. This part of the spine doesn't like to bend, and it's usually not very strong. So try not to compensate with the lower back. Keep the navel in, keep the pubic bone to the floor, and try not to compensate with the neck, keeping your chin in. And we'll just do 2 more. Inhaling to lift and squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades together. Exhaling into the diamond shape for 1 more. Breathing in as you come up. Breathing out as you go down. And relax. And then we'll just finish in the cat spine on the all fours position. So have your hands right underneath your shoulders, your knees right underneath your hips. And then round your spine. Just in case any tension did creep up into the neck or into the lower back, we can address that right now. And so letting the head really relax down. And so we're not gripping through the shoulders here. We're keeping the shoulders down and wide. And we're not gripping through the hips or through the glutes here. Just let your tailbone hang down towards the floor. And lift the navel up towards the spine. Spread out the space in between your shoulder blades, softening your chest for 1 more breath. And relax.
Excellent. So thank you for working out with me. I hope that you found this how-to useful and interesting. And most importantly, I hope that you practice the exercises that felt most beneficial for you. I really think that we need to give regular care to this whole area because we really do ask so much of it. And if you did find this how-to useful, I invite you to give it a like, to subscribe to my channel, and to share it with those whom you think might benefit. In the description, you'll see a link to the Fully Embodied Fitness Workout Series, where I guide you through a series of workouts designed to improve and increase strength, especially core strength, flexibility, balance, posture, coordination, and overall body connection. So if feeling more fully embodied sounds interesting to you, I invite you to check that out. Until the next time, as always, I'm wishing you well. Take good care.